Welcome, Riskateers. We are preparing for round 4 of the Risk 2023 World Championships. We're going to do some Zombies 101. So we'll go through the settings for round 4, which includes zombies. We're going to work from a solo battle to start with, just so we can talk about how zombies work and just the mechanics of how they work. And then we will go into some strategy when you're playing with zombies. But we're going to use AI for now, so we can kind of walk through it at our own pace. So as we are setting up for this round, it's in Las Vegas. Our map is Las Vegas for round 4. We will be on Zombie Apocalypse. Our modifiers will be Blizzards on, Fog on, Portal Stable, Placements Auto, Card Bonus Progressive, AI Difficulty Expert, and Balance Blitz Dice. Let's get into it. Again, we're just going to play with some bots for fun. And we'll walk through first just the mechanics of zombies is what I want to go through with you guys. So first off, zombies will always be in that first position. They'll always start with an outbreak where they will take one territory from each player in the game. So whatever your starting spawn was, they're going to take one of your territories. You lose it right away. And the basic mechanics of zombies is they're going to attack territories adjacent to them with less than half of their troops. So if they have a 4, they're going to attack a 2, but they won't attack a 3. They're going to work on their path. The negative for zombies is they're rolling with one or they lose ties. They lose ties, so they don't attack as well. They don't accomplish as much, but they attack all over the place and they get a bunch of troops. So on that very first turn, what we just saw there, they took one of each player's territories, and then they began their attacks from those territories. You can take zombies out of the game at any point, but they're going to come back the next turn until you're the final player on the board playing against the zombies. Then you can take out the zombies and finish them off. All right, so black goes as a bot. So because we just talked about it, the way zombies work is they're going to attack low point. So these two territories that I have ones on, they're going to get multiple troops next time, and they're going to hit both of these. There's not much I can do about it, but I know they're coming. So what you want to do is you want to kind of build yourself a battle line where you have a little bit stronger territory. So for now, we're just going to do this. I'm going to play this really slow. Hopefully not get taken out by a bot, so that I can walk you guys through some of these mechanics. So we're just going to take that for now into attack phase. We're playing with all bots, so who knows what they're going to do. But again, my goal is just to show you kind of the mechanics of zombies. So we're in fog, so we can't see everything. We're only seeing our adjacent territories. You can see here the zombies have 2, but I have a 5, so I know that the zombies aren't going to build up to 10 here and attack me. They've got to get double to be able to attack me. The bots, when you're playing with AI opponents, they like to hit zombies. So one thing to keep in mind, when zombies get really low or get taken out of the game, they're going to come back the next turn by infecting one player. And they're going to basically take your biggest stack, I think, always. I don't know if that's necessarily a rule, but that seems to be the rule. They come back against one player. The good news is if they come back as you first, if the outbreak infects you first, you know that they won't hit you again until they hit every other player on the board. So you can play a little differently. When you are worried about a zombie outbreak taking you, you don't want to keep too big of a stack next to a bunch of ones like we normally would if we were just guarding with a single territory, because the zombies will have an outbreak in your big stack, and then they'll take out all your ones. So there we go. We took out the zombies. The bot took out the zombies, which means next turn they're going to infect a player. So the zombies are getting ready to go again at the top of the turn order. And they're going to take out a player, one territory, and they're going to take a big stack. I'm guessing they're going to take my 5 stack here. Okay, the zombies did not come back yet. I don't know why, but we'll figure that out in a second. Maybe they'll come back on their next turn. It's a really good Zombies 101 to miss the first one, but we'll figure out the rhyme or reason there. As I understood it, they come back immediately on their next turn. But we'll see what happens. Alright, we're going to keep slow playing it a little bit because we are going to try to stay alive against these bots and get to show as much zombie functioning as possible. If you guys have zombie tips, feel free to throw them into the chat if we can help people with them. So I'm going to end my turn. We're just taking some small territory for now, leaving some big stacks, medium stacks, 4s and 5s for now. So in general, what your goal is if you're going to play against zombies is you want to keep a really flat line of troops. So say I had a flat line through here of about the same, of like a 3 or 4 line. Because zombies will find the weak point in your line, they'll attack it, and then they get behind your line, and they start increasing. So when a zombie attacks a 1 and they take it, they get a troop back. They get half your troops, whatever they just killed, half of them rounded up. So if the zombies take out a 6 stack of yours, they get 3 troops added. So they can go 2 on 1, 2 on 1, 2 on 1 through a long chain of territories because they're getting that troop back every time. So remember, when a zombie attacks, they're getting half of your troops added to them, rounded up. So if you have a 2 stack and they hit it, they're getting 1. If you have a 1 stack and they hit it, they're getting 1. If you have a 3 stack and they hit it, they're getting 2. All right, here comes our zombie outbreak. I may have just been early on that. I don't know exactly why it didn't happen earlier. So the zombies take this stack and they get a +3. They're going to take the path of least resistance, but they also have a pre-programmed path. And if you play a map a long time, you can kind of learn which way zombies want to go through a map. But keep in mind, they won't hit a territory if they don't have more than double. See how we got the +1 there on a 3 on 1? He gets another +1. So he can run this 3 on 1 through the whole board. So really risky to leave a bunch of 1s around the board because zombies can take you out. So if you understand zombies well enough, you have the opportunity to get them on your side. You can block them off like I have here with my 4s and 5s, and they're hitting my opponents really hard right now, which is a great thing for me, obviously. All right, here goes black. Again, we're playing with all bots just to kind of get the mechanics of zombies, and the bots love to hit the zombies. You'll have to make that decision. We'll talk a little more strategy tournament-wise with zombies, but you don't want to waste a lot of troops on zombies. What you want to do is block them off in terms of a wall to push them towards your opponents, and then sometimes you even want to create a nice path for them to go hit your opponents. All right, so we're going to build here. We haven't had the zombies hit us yet in an outbreak. And again, until you get to that point, you don't want too big of a stack because they're going to hit your biggest stack. Once they have an outbreak and infect your territory, they won't do that again to you until they go through everybody else's territory. So right now, next turn, the zombies won't have to do an outbreak because I think they have plenty of troops unless the bots hit them hard. There's a certain percentage if the zombies get under in terms of troops percentage on the board. We're probably going to have an outbreak now because the bots are hitting them so hard. Which is a good piece of tournament strategy. If you want your zombies to hit your opponents and you've already had the outbreak, you can hit the zombies, take them out to where they have to have an outbreak, and you know they're going to infect one of your opponents. So there's a lot of deep strategy that goes into zombies. At the same time, you're also playing these opponents like you are in any other match in terms of trying to build bonuses, trying to collect cards. We're playing progressive with these rounds, with these settings. So after this next zombie turn, I will go through the settings fully. All right, here goes blue. Blue hits orange. The bots are just kind of hitting each other. I don't think the zombies have much besides this area, actually, at this point. Yeah, so we're going to get an outbreak because they don't have enough. You can see down here, pay attention to who they attack, who the outbreak hits. You got to pay attention because we're in fog. We're playing fog settings, so you want to know. So he hit orange, and if you're going for a bounty in the tournament, know that right after they hit a player, like he just hit orange, orange is the weakest he could be, hopefully. So there may be an opportunity to take orange out of the game here. You can hear the zombies still attacking. They make these really great noises. And they attack all the way down basically until they don't have another double. So the 1's not going to attack a 3 because it's lower. Can't attack the 2 because it's lower. He's got a 10 stack here though, so he can hit a lot of territories. So the 8 attacks the 1, he gets a +1 after. Attacks the blue one, gets a +1 after. Was able to attack my 3 or a 4 because he had an 8. So you can see why it's important to have those big stacks. The only risk of the big stack is that you can get infected and then they can take over all your territories. So you want medium stacks until the point that you have an outbreak happen to you. And once you have the outbreak happen to you, you can get a big stack and really defend yourself and even cause the zombies to go hit your opponents. So that was that zombie turn. Again, let's just look at settings real quick for round 4 of the tournament. This is Zombie Apocalypse, maps Las Vegas, Nevada. Setups auto, turn timer will be 60 seconds. This is just because we're in an AI game. Expert AI, card bonuses progressive, balance splits dice, fog on, blizzards on, stable portals. Okay, so now most of the map is blocked off from us. We're protected pretty well against the zombies at this point. Unlikely they're going to just bounce up to... They have a certain percentage that they can increase each turn. So for now, we're just playing kind of a safe game to work through zombie strategy and zombie 101 mechanics. So the zombies have a bunch of 1s. They've got enough on the board at this point until the bots hit them again. So they may have another outbreak. In your tournament game, they're probably not going to get hit this much. When you're playing with human opponents, they're not going to waste as many troops on zombies. So the zombie outbreaks are going to happen less. You're going to see less of those for sure. All right, we can't even see yellow's turn, so we'll just fast forward through that. See what the zombies do. Zombies took out orange. Pretty interesting. So again, taking out the zombies doesn't really help you until you're the only one left with the zombies, or if you know you can force an attack on other people. Zombies don't get bonuses, so they don't get bonus troops for holding this bonus, or bonus troops for having a bunch of territories. Now I've got a lot of zombies bordering me, which isn't great. It's not the end of the world, it's just not great. But we're going to take that portal. Zombies have a huge piece of this map. We can see that now. They've got all the portals. We're going to leave a big portal stack. So let's see what happens next. The zombies have a big piece. They're going to be tricky to take out because the bots aren't hitting them as hard now. Or the bots are out of territory. Again, really key when you're playing in fog zombies to keep track of who has been infected with the outbreak. Because the zombies won't hit someone with an outbreak twice until they've hit everybody once. Or 3 times till they've hit everybody twice. Okay, blue goes. Alright, blue is going to hit me apparently. So when you're protecting against zombies, so I've got this flatline wall kind of built. I know that I've got this 3 here, and the zombies cannot attack it until they have a 6 stack adjacent to it. They're getting 84 troops. Woo! So they're getting 5. I know that 5 can't hit a 3 because he's not double it. So they've got to all work this way. They may take out another bot on this turn. We may be in trouble and have to start being aggressive. I was trying to just play super patient so that we could see a little more of what they do, but they've taken over the bots. Zombies are hitting hard. They take out yellow. This would be a wild game if you really played it in a tournament where the zombies are taking out everybody. Okay, so the zombies keep going. They don't have too big of a stack. To hit this 6, they're going to need a 12 stack. We're down to two AI opponents, non-zombie opponents, black and blue. We haven't seen black for a while. Blue we see down here in this portal and up here adjacent to us. We're not getting any bonuses or anything, but we got 5 cards finally. So we can go see what's going on down here a little bit. We're going to go through blue 7. Whew, just zombies everywhere. Okay, I think we keep that wall up. The zombies are going to hit blue and black. Again, I've got a 10 here, so I know the zombies need a 20 adjacent to it before they can attack me. Again, the only negative is if the zombies get really weak, they're going to do an outbreak. If they're weak or they're taken off the map, they're going to do an outbreak and take one of your territories and infect it. So they would take my 10 stack and then start hitting my 1s. But I know the zombies are all over the board right now. So blue takes black out of the game. But zombies are all over the board right now, so they're not going to do an outbreak. So the key right now is keeping up a strong wall to keep them hitting my opponents instead of me. Hopefully we'll get to do a good 101 at the end of this on how to defeat the zombies one-on-one. 101. Okay, so the zombies are adding. He's got an 8-on-3 now, so he can attack here, which gives him a 5-on-1. He's going to keep hitting me and run through the back of me here. You'll notice when they take out 1s, they're getting a +1 each time. So that's the danger of keeping a bunch of 1s on the board, is they're going to rip those apart. I'm in a terrible position to try to defeat the zombies here. It's going to be really, really tough. Probably impossible. I think my game hinges on finding a bonus of some sort. But the zombies are just too strong through there. Yeah, I don't even know where I would go for a bonus. So, okay, here we go. We're going to get taken out by the zombies. On my next round, I'll go through a lot of the bonuses and the strategy with the map of Las Vegas. We can talk a little bit about how all of this stuff works. I can't hit the 6 and the 4, don't have enough guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split my guard here and make it a little tougher for the zombies to hit me, but they're probably going to break me here on the 4, get into my 1s. Blue's not helping me at all, and I'm going to die against zombies in our 101. We'll do a reset with a different map, or with the same map, and we'll go through more of the map strategy of Vegas in addition to the zombies, and we'll play a little more aggressive to show you taking some bonuses and things like that, and where to take them on this map. Sometimes you can get so focused on the zombies that you forget that you're playing players also on the other side. Okay, so the zombies aren't double any of my territories down here, except for this one and that one. So they can hit me on the backside again. And they can hit this one. So when you're fighting the zombies at this point, you're down to your like last chance. You got to build this really strong core and then flatten it out to a wall. So I need to build me a core here. that the zombies can't hit. So I've got to hit the smallest stack that I can, which is a 5, unfortunately, to build my core. So let's hope we roll well. In general, you're going to roll well against zombies. So you can see attacker has favor in a tie. So that's the positive of attacking zombies, is you get the ties. So look how many troops we kept. Obviously, that wouldn't normally be the case. So we're going to fortify against their biggest stacks, which are 5s. We'll split this to 5, 4, 7, 7 for now. Hope that they don't get an 8 right next to us. And we're going to work on building a core, a really strong core up here that the zombies can't hit without doubling. We're going to hope blue stays in the game for a little while and helps us out hitting them on the other side. But we're going to learn together. We're going to figure out if you're in this in-game situation with zombies. See, that actually helped. Well, that kind of helped us out because we don't have a 1 there anymore. Now, if the zombies take out a 5 stack, they get 3 troops. They get a +3 undead. Okay, here go the zombies. So they built around us, but they don't have anything double us. They're attacking away from us, which means they're hitting blue. But they don't have much room to attack right now. Blue must have some pretty decent stacks also. Our goal is to continue to expand our core. We would like to expand it to a bonus. It's just tough to find a bonus where we're at because just the way we played this game. The good news is we're in progressive cards. So our cards are eventually going to help us against the zombies. So I get 20 here. If I could take a bonus and hold it, I can hold this 2 here. And at least I have something. I've got 18 left. So I'm going to put a couple more out here to protect these territories. And hope that I end with something close to 9. Not close to 9. 8. Not bad. Okay, so again, I'm building my core. Now I have a +2 bonus at least. So it'll give me a little bit of help. I'm playing this like it's just me and the zombie. There is another player on the board, so that has an effect. But I'm trying to show you guys, if you get into an end game, right, you beat all your human players. To win, to get the winning points, you still have to take out the zombies at the end. And by this point in the game, a lot of times the zombies are really strong. So it takes a while to rebuild out and take out the zombies. They're still getting 39. Their troops that they get are based off a percentage of how many troops they have on the board. Again, they're not double any of my territories, so they can't hit me here. They're going to hit the blue. They're not double him here either, so they can't hit him here either. Okay, so hopefully this helps demonstrate a little bit to you guys to see the building the strong core. So what we really need to do is we need to build out North Las Vegas with these two, with that strong core that they can attack still. So we got 5. We don't have cards. So what we're going to do is go from our biggest position. And we're going to build 7s there. Which means the zombies have to have a 14 to be able to attack it. And they're nowhere close to a 14 around us yet. You got to be patient when you're playing this way. And it'd be really hard if you had a human player where blue is right now. You would still be fine to take them out of the game. He may be coming at me, I don't know. Hopefully not. We'll see. Yeah, he attacks away against the zombies, which is great. We don't know how much blue has left. Again, our core is also making the zombies have to hit blue more, but blue's building some pretty big stacks also, so that's a pretty good example of how not to get killed by zombies. They're still at 39, so they have the same number of troops to start this turn as what they did last turn. The key when you're playing in this position is patience. Again, this is more of an in-game strategy when it's 1v1 against the zombies, but hopefully it will help you guys. See, the zombies couldn't really do anything there. We only get 5. We still don't get cards. We're going to use our biggest spot. Hit there. Go to 2 7s. And attack phase. We still got a pretty solid core. They still have to get up to 14 to hit us. They're adding 1 or 2 a turn. So I've got a couple turns before I would have to worry about them. At some point, I got to take blue out of the game. I wonder what blue's doing. Okay, so zombies are getting 35, which means they have less troops on the board than they did at the start of last turn. It's the worst sounds ever that you have to listen to when you're playing zombies, but pretty cool. We've got these 2 7s we got to get rid of while leaving ourselves a solid core to defend. We get our cards. We get 30. Should be plenty. We're going to build these all up to 9s. Again, we're attacking zombies. So we get the benefit of the, as you see, attacker has favor and a tie. So you get a little bit of an advantage when you're rolling against zombies. They're a little easier to take out. So we've got 26 here. I don't know if I take out that blue 6 or not yet. Zombies have a really big number over here, so I really don't want to lower myself too much. Again, patience is the name of the game at this point, and it's really hard to stay patient. We're going to move that up to a 10, leave a 24 so we have somewhere to work from, and now we've got 2 bonuses that we can build some troops on. Blue adds to his stack here, so he's at an 8. This 10 and 12 are pretty menacing. But we know, even in our smallest guards, which are 9s, the zombies have to get to 18 to be able to hit them. So we're pretty well protected right there. Zombies get up to, they're adding 1 or 2 a turn approximately per territory. Again, if the zombies hit one of these stacks, they get half rounded up of the undead troops added back to them. So if they hit a 5 stack, they get 3 troops added back. Okay, they're moving. They move these guys down to a 13 and 11. What I need to do is identify my next bonus I can take without weakening myself too much. And really, I don't want to force action with blue too much. I think I want to work, well, if I could work away from portals for any more bonuses, the strip down here would be one, but I think blue's in there. So I think I work into Greater Whitney for now. And, oh, there is blue there, but we'll see what happens. We'll roll blue first to make sure we're not going to weaken ourselves too much. Yeah, see, we've already taken out a bunch of troops. We're going to leave 8s there and end our attack phase. We're going to move a couple back down, just in case they get a strong portal. Watch your portals when you're playing zombie portals, because they could have a big stack anywhere. It doesn't have to be adjacent, obviously. It could be in any of those portals. They could come through and hit you. So these 13s have to get up to 40s. This 10 has to get up to a 24 to be able to hit me here. So we're limiting what the zombies can do without hitting them too hard, because we don't want a zombie outbreak to take our 20 and just crush us. So it's a slow and steady process taking out zombies. We also still have a player in the game. I kind of keep forgetting that because I'm playing bots. He may not be in much longer. I'll probably hit this 5 next turn and see how much blue has left so that we can do a true end game against the zombies. Oh, I was hoping that was it. Okay, that was not it, so we are going to move back. We're going to leave 8s, which means zombies have to have a 16 to hit my 8. I don't know where else blue is, but he's just got 35 for training troops. There's zombies between me and him everywhere, so he's going to hit some zombies here. I think he's down in this corner somewhere. I'll get cards next turn for 40. I should be able to take another bonus, which I'll take Greater Whitney here. Extend out my strong core. Blue's hitting hard down here. We're going to leave this portal nice and strong. We need to get some more troops into it. Zombies get 37. You'll notice they're keeping about the same pace of how many they're getting a turn. They add a bunch every turn, so they're having to use up some to attack, and we're taking out some of them. If you can keep them right about that even level, it means you don't have to deal with an outbreak. So that's the slow and steady piece of it. Okay, so we get bonus. And we're going to take Greater Whitney here and do it carefully. We're going to try to leave about, I don't know, 10 on each one by the end of this, hopefully. Start with that. So I leave 10 there, and I move the rest back to my portal. I'm not in danger of the zombies doubling me up on any territory yet. I'll leave it something like that. So again, I've got a 12 here, so the blue bot could hit me with his 8 if he builds on here and hits me. He could go 10 on 8, which would suck, but I've still got enough behind the wall to protect me in case of that. If you guys have any additional zombie strategies, feel free to throw them into the chat. We'll talk about them. I'm all for getting as much of the ideas as we can. This 17 is still quite a bit lower than my 20. I'm still protected there pretty well. But the zombies are getting to add when they're hitting blue, because blue's leaving some small stacks. Again, this is kind of acting like a zombies in-game practice, even though there's an actual bot still in the game. Okay, so we need to go start working on another bonus. My next bonus is probably here in the strip, but I got to work my way out to it. And I just messed up there, as you guys can tell, because I didn't realize that those don't touch. So we'll do a little Las Vegas map practice here in a second. I'm going to hit a 9 on 5 again. I get the favor in a tie, so I'm going to win that most of the time against zombies. Then I'm going to fortify out to here. Do I trust that blue is not going to hit me? I don't trust that for now. If I was just playing zombies, I wouldn't leave these extra troops right here. But I'm going to do it just for now because I don't want blue to break me and then we ruin this opportunity to learn how to fight zombies. Okay, blue doesn't get cards, so it wasn't a big deal anyway. I was worried he was going to get cards and hit me and create a gap for the zombies. Blue's leaving 3s. He's got 7s right next to him, which is a really bad move. You don't want to do that because that zombie is 100% going to hit you right here, and they're going to get a +2 on it because they're hitting a 3. So the zombie could go up to even a 10 here, and then he'll hit the other 3. He came from the other side. Same concept though. So blue's down to this 110, I believe. Excuse me. All right, zombies are at a 20 and a 15. That's still keeping me a little nervous over here because I've only got this 10 to deal with. But I want that other bonus. But I think I just got to take blue out of the game so that I don't worry about him making a crazy move with cards. Also get his cards with that. For now, I'll leave this. I get more cards to turn in. Double turn in. Okay, so now you still have to be patient. I know you just want to go run the board here, but you got to be smart about it and see where you're at as you do it. Because if you hit the zombies and miss, that's not what I wanted. I'm gonna leave 10. I did that split wrong, sorry. But if I go hard at the zombies here and I miss and leave a gap, they're gonna come hit me hard. So I'm building my line, and I'm kind of evaluating as I go here where I want that line to be. And I think I can get it down to these two territories. So I'm going to leave a 10. Gosh, I keep doing that wrong. I'm going to leave a 10. I'm going to hit here. Then I'm going to hit here. And then I'm going to fortify back to anything like a portal that I may have missed. So see my wall I've got built here. Something like that. So we hope that we don't cause an outbreak is really what you're trying to do here. Because if you cause an outbreak, they're going to get to take something behind your line, and they will take out all of your little territories, and they'll make a run at you. So we're building this line. He can't attack anything because he doesn't have double the troops. Okay, so this is the being patient part of the game. We're going to keep building our line up. Just make sure you don't mess up where your line is. And by line, I mean like a fortified line. So I don't really want to hit there. I'm going to leave this at 12, 13. I can move up some of my other troops now that I don't have an actual live opponent in the game. So I'm going to start working on doing that. They're getting 63, so I don't think I'm in danger of an outbreak. They've got plenty of troops. I'm just keeping them low enough next to me that they can't hit. So this is my 9 is the riskiest spot because an 18 could hit it. I want to clean up the line up here. I would love to get all of this taken out down to just one guard, but I don't quite have the troops to do that yet. I don't think. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we definitely don't. Okay, so we get the 40 though to block all of that. We will end our attack phase. We will move our 13 up, and hopefully we can finish out this corner next turn. They're getting 40 now, so that's dropped off quite a bit. I believe it's when the zombies get down to like under 40% of the troops on the board. Oh, did I mess up? I didn't realize those okay, we've got to do some map practice for sure. Apparently this territory and this territory touch even with that blizzard. That's okay. We'll be okay. Could have been way worse. Don't do that when you're playing for real. We will clean that back up. Again, if you get in the end game and you're just playing in your tournament and dealing with this, you got a lot of time to work with. So now I get to build a really nice protection against the zombies because they got to come through this corner. Zombies are getting 255, so they got to hit me again. This is really tough because they're getting some big ads. They can make a big run on you. I have not played this perfectly. I can confirm that. He's going to hit my ones all the way through. They got such a big ad there, I probably should have gone harder and tried to take them almost out of the game. But you really, if you're going to take them out, you got to take them all the way out. I probably just got a little too aggressive there. Didn't look at my smaller stacks and see what I had. Again, the key is slow pace to this. They're fortifying all around. Really mixing it up. So I got to find a new wall to create. Because I really don't want that to happen next turn. I wish I had cards here, but I don't. And he's got a 40 here, so I got to leave enough by the end of this turn to block off some of that 40. So let's see what happens. So we've set up this little line. We don't have much of a line to work with here. Our portals are wide open to them. So it'd be good to take them out a little further, knowing he's going to hit me just so hard next turn. I kind of put myself in a bad position. Trying to get to a point where I can kind of block the portals from him, but I can't quite get there. I don't really have another attack to make. So we're going to see how hard they hit us next turn. We're going to block him off the best we can. He's going to come through here and here. We've got 4 cards. So let's see what happens. Here's some more good zombie practice at least. They're going to hit all these ones. Notice every time they're hitting a 1, they're getting a +1 back. So they're not losing any troops. They can go through the whole board like that. I don't think they'll take me out, but they might take me out. This will be a really good Zombies 101 fail. We'll get better at it. You got a long way to go before the actual tournament. Good news is he can't completely take me out because I got a 10 buried in here in these ones. But he's going to come pretty close. So my cardinal sin was like 3 or 4 turns ago, where I just left that gap to a weaker part in my line. I went a little too aggressive when I turned in cards. I could have built my line really strong and made it just impossible for him to come back. But I screwed that up, obviously. So I've got a lot of work to do now. I don't know if it's possible. What I can do is I can build back out a core. We can go really intense. So what I should do is take this Enterprise, even though it's a lot of troops to take. Keep in mind as you condense the zombies, when they get 3 or 4, when they're down to just a few territories, they get 40 troops. They're only putting them on those territories, so now they become really big on those territories. and they're tougher to defend. Okay, let me make sure I get my map lines right. We're going to take this. We're going to leave 15 for now. We're going to get even more zombie practice in and see if we can come all the way back. Okay. We're going to move our extra back here to the portal. They've got to get 30 next to me to hit me. We're going to work from the other side of the board. How about that? So when they're getting 40 troops, how many did they get? 86. But they're across a lot of territories now, so they're only adding 1 or 2. So they're going to build slowly. When you get to the end, though, and you've got them really pinned in, they're putting a lot of troops in one spot. So you got to be quick about your maneuvering there at the end. I was not quick enough, and then I made a cardinal sin. Okay, so we're going to look for a bonus that we can grab. Maybe here we could grab it. We only have 17 to work with, though. So we probably just take 1 and go. And hopefully leave them strong enough to not get hit. The good news is this time I will be getting bigger and bigger cards. Zombies don't get cards, and they don't get continent bonuses. So if you are in this position in the tournament, take your time and stay alive. Your card bonuses will build up, so you're getting big numbers, and they're getting the same as they go. Again, he's getting a ton of troops. Only 44 this time. And can't hit me anywhere. I get cards. My job now is just to expand my line slowly. Don't take too much, and if you're going to take anything, take a bonus while you're at it. So I'm going to take this bonus up here. I'm going to build up my line and not leave a spot for him to come hit me. Something like that. Making sure I got that bonus. Okay, so I got 3 bonuses. I'm protected down to a 10. I'm going to move a couple down to my 10 to help me just build up a little bit there. Okay. So we're slowly taking that core. We're kind of ignoring our other troops out here because we can't really do much with them. And we're expanding back out. Zombies don't double us anywhere. What we want to do now is take this bonus out to this guard. We learned earlier that we've got to take 2 there, but it's going to take us a couple turns to get out there, so we're just going to slowly work our way through these smaller bonuses and not leave a chink in the armor. So we got to split a 3 here, but we got this 24 to build back with, and we've got a 10 up here helping us. I need something like that. Actually, let's do this. Let's do that, then attack here, split. Then we can end our attack and move out this 24 out to here. So they're getting 37 troops, but they probably have, they're only getting 1 or 2 a territory because they're so spread out. They hit us in a portal that I maybe left open again. It's okay. It's going to be minor. You can only get so far. Make sure you're watching your portals. It's really tough playing zombie portals. I do not usually play zombie portals. Creates a totally different way to look at the map. He breaks all my bonuses, which stinks. We will take him back. and then we'll add back to our portal better. So we can move some of these guys over, 5 of them. He's not double anywhere, so he can't hit me. We're waiting for our next card so we can go take this territory and build us a wall up here. Until then, we're just going to look for easy small bonuses to take. I don't think I have enough troops to take that. I could work out of here a little bit and take these two. Something like that. Move these out to our portal. And we just slowly expand that line. Zombies get 34. They're going to add 1 or 2 to territories. Nothing major expands. Hopefully we get cards next turn. Yeah. So we can take this territory or this bonus up here and block off down to 2 guards. I should be splitting these troops more. I'm kind of over it and trying to get through my guarding. So I'm going to leave that there. Oh, I need to fortify my portal also. I think 11's enough to hold off there for now. Not going to make the old portal mistake again. Hey, thanks for the raid, Novel Sanity. We're doing a Zombies 101. I have successfully failed the first time across the board, so now I'm currently working on building my wall back across the board. Um, Talking through a little zombie strategy here. If you guys have any tips, feel free to throw them into the chat. The key is keeping your line strong, keeping it to where the zombies aren't double you. They can only attack you if they have double the troops adjacent to your territory. So you can see I need to move my line out here a little bit and slowly just kind of move out. Again, with portals, it's a little tricky. You really got to watch your lines. So don't move too fast when you're doing this. Patience is the name of the game. And making sure you know where your map hits are. You want to make sure you know exactly what's adjacent or not adjacent. So the zombies are only going to add 1 or 2 territories. They're not going to be double me anywhere, so they won't be able to attack me next turn. They could maybe attack me out here in this old territory I have, but nowhere along my line. All right, zombies get 50. They're going to add 1 or 2 to each one. They're adding 2s. We're going to work on anywhere we can find an easy bonus with these 20 troops. So we're going to take a look. We could get this Sunrise Manor, maybe. We have to take out those 2 and it would expand us a little bit. We probably want to finish off Paradise here. So we build up. We'll put like 12 there, 7 there, and we can balance that back out in a second. Again, we're expanding our line. We're watching to make sure he's not going to be double me anywhere. We're also watching portals. Don't let him get behind you in a portal. I'm keeping in mind I have a 17 on my weakest portal at this point. So if I see him getting anywhere close to 30 on his, I need to block it. It is progressive. Let me verify that just so I'm not lying to you. Oh, it is fixed. You're right. You're right. I will play a fixed one next. Good point. It does make it much easier to play progressive zombies in this scenario. I know. Fixed gets brutal. Okay. So we are going to keep expanding our line. We've got cards again. so we can do a little work on them. We're going to try to find a bonus just to grab us some extra troops, especially if you're playing fixed. You want to pay attention to your bonuses as you're moving across the board. It's going to be super important for you. These numbers aren't super important to get exactly right. I'm trying to fix some of my weak spots on the line, build back up my portal, something like that. All right, here we go. We're going to finish off this bonus here, which is the Las Vegas proper bonus. But I've got to keep my line intact. So I'm going to hit my 44 against this 14, hit my 62 against the 15. I've got some behind the line troops now I can move. As we get more efficient here, we take our 9, we're going to add them to our weakest portal for now. We'll go to our next turn. Yeah, man, enjoy dinner. We're going to keep fighting the undead, I guess. It's a tough fight, but someone's got to do it, right? All right, we got 31. Slowly matriculating our way across the board, looking for bonuses. Henderson, I've almost got that bonus, but I would have to split into 3, and I've got to keep a portal, so I really have to split into 4 to take it, so I don't want to mess with that quite yet. I'm going to work on this one next. I'm going to have to split here because they're both going to be hittable by him. You can see there. Take my 51 and hit here. Force my way out a little bit, but now I've got the 25 that I can fortify with. I'm going to fortify down here knowing that I'm going to have to spend some extra troops here in a second, making that work. Notice their portals, though. They're at 16 and 18. My lowest is a 26, so if those portals get up to a 50, I'm in big, big trouble. All right, we got 34. We're looking for another bonus. Working our way across the board. North Las Vegas is probably our next bonus to work because I get a nice spot that I can kind of corner the zombies. But I don't think I have enough for it quite yet. So what I'm going to do is attack here, split into 2, and then my next turn I will take Henderson. Like so. We've got it blocked off. I don't believe that attacks through there. I've been wrong before and it ended badly, but we'll try it again. That 23 is not adjacent, right? No way. Let's just protect just in case. I don't want to make this last any longer than I have to. All right, zombies are getting +3. Start watching this as you corner them because they have less territories. They're getting the same number of troops, so they're getting more per territory. So they're going to be able to gain on you faster as you close them off. We're going to work down here and close off this piece. I'd like to close off up here with my cards. I'm going to have to play this on fixed because it will be significantly different. That's my bad. I've not played much. I haven't played any round 4 yet. This is my first time, so I need to fix that. We're going to add like that. And we're going to add like that. Attack here, split, because we got to stay on our portal. Attack up here. Attack here. We got a nice close off going. We're looking for anywhere we need to add. For now, nothing. We're going to put them back here so that we can finish off this top corner hopefully next turn. They're at 22 and 24 in their portals, so actually I'm going to move him back to my weakest portal for now. The really nightmare scenario is you get all the way across the board and you leave a weak portal. So they're getting 45. Watch how many they're getting per territory. 3 still. So we're okay. When they start getting 15 in a territory, it gets real tricky, and they can get W real fast. Again, the whole game with zombies is to keep them less than double you adjacent to you. Okay, I think I can curl around and finish off this corner with these troops. I'm going to add a little bit here so I don't forget later to do it. And then I'm going to curl around, but not take the portal yet so I don't have an extra territory to defend. Okay, so we're curling around. They're going to get more and more per territory, remember. So it's going to start getting interesting here at the end. You got to pick just the right moment to finish them off. They get 194. They're going to get a bunch per territory. 17. Ah, that does connect. Nightmare. Hopefully you guys understand kind of the Zombies 101. I may just end it here just to not waste a bunch more time. Um, I'll go one more, I guess, but hopefully you understand the concept. I will do the next one on a fixed battle, and that way you guys can see that process. It's a little trickier, obviously, because you're in fixed. Let's make a fun run at them for just fun, right? Just killing zombies. Yeah, they got some big numbers over here, and they're gonna hit me real hard next turn. This is just kind of messing around. I'm down to 4 territory guard, but they're gonna have a ton of troops to push up against me. Let's see how many they add per territory. They're definitely gonna be double on this 25. Yeah, he's exactly double, which stinks. One more troop would have changed that. All right, I think we've all got the idea here. I'm going to switch over to I'll stay on here. I'm just going to switch over to a fixed version of the battle. So give me 1 second.